Hello. How are you guys? Sean, what's going on? Dan, what you up to? We got Jared here too. Cool. Awesome. Oh. Oh man. Look what I just found on the floor. Let's see if my I don't even know where my camera's at. It's gotta be here somewhere. What the heck? You know what that is? Yeah, JC, it has been a while. Hopefully the lighting should be a little better this time. The camera, actually, I don't know if I've done very many lives since I've actually had this new phone, so it should be a little better too. BR's here, awesome. Scott's here. How's everybody doing? SD card, yeah, that's exactly what it is, Dan. Yeah, it's oh, Sean did figured it out too. Yeah, it's a tuning fork. That's what it looked like. It looks like a miniature version. Yeah, I just found it on the floor. That little thing would be like a lifesaver when I end up needing it. But yeah. How's everybody been? Has everybody had a good Christmas, a good start to the year? Um, been pretty good for me. I can't complain. I turned 38 today, which not that excited about, if I'm being honest. But I made it another year. I'm pretty stoked on that. So on top of just chit chatting with you guys, I appreciate it, everybody. We got a new one there. Ground Pounder. How are you? Andrew's here. Cool. Just finished up. Oh, cool. Right on. Um, yeah, I want to discuss, how we'll finish up the giveaway for you guys and do the book, and I also I have quite a few like new products, steel products to kind of talk about, which I always like doing that. I'm trying to think. There was some other stuff too. Oh yeah, so BR, you're 38. Awesome. Yeah, it's cold up here. Oh, you're in Michigan, huh? Yeah, I imagine it is, man. Um, I've got back into skateboarding a lot, so I always see on the internet there's this thing going on where they'll do Mackenzie, how are you? Um, Joseph, what's up? They do this thing to where you're like, however old you are, you try to record that many tricks in one session. So like in my mind, I'm instantly, I don't feel as old as I do, but I instantly say, oh, no problem. I'll run by the park. Give me 2 hours, and like as I'm on my way there, everything kept taking time. Like diesels were blocking roads, so I'm like losing time the whole time, and I start to stress. Holy cow! I'm 38. Do I even have 38 tricks I can do? So like I get there and I stress hard on it, but yeah, it was a rough one. I did end up, I think, getting enough. I don't know. I have to go back and watch the footage, but it literally went down to the battery dying, and so that was pretty fun. It would have been nicer if I was younger or better at skateboarding, one of the two. But yeah, it's starting to come back a little by little. So we'll discuss the giveaway towards the end because I kind of want as many as it, that are going to show up to be able to hear that. But I mean, I guess you can always go back and watch it. First, I got a few new hats too, which I as you can see, I kind of collect the steel hats, and then I got a bunch of them, and then I usually will give them to workers that wear hats. I'm not a big hat guy, but got another one of those, which I love this color and the just simplicity of the hat. I really like those. I think that was from my father-in-law or my wife, and then I got this one. Love this one. Very nice. I got some legit tools to talk about in just a second. And then this one I got from a buddy. Check this out. That is like old school trucker hat. Like you can feel the stuff. Like that's even like it feels old. So really cool. It's like looks brand new. It ain't even got a mark on it until I put it on my fat head and it'll get all dirty. But love this thing. Got this from a buddy of mine, Adam. We've been skating a lot together here lately. Yeah, Mike, what's up? Let me catch up. My comment thing had got stuck, so I'm way behind. Oh, there's changes sound fun. Might take up that 33 for me. Yeah, it's fun, but I just took for granted that those are professionals that I'm watching, not guys that are trying to get back into it after 15 years away from it with bad knees. So. But it was what it was. It was fun. Yeah, Dan, I dig the hats. That was something I got. But I got a couple really cool tools to show you guys, which I think you'll like. The owner of my company, I'm the foreman. He orders us double thicks from Arborware. Let's see, where did that go? Oh, hang on, it jumped on me. Double thicks from Arborware for winter. There. Yeah, Arborware pants are awesome. My set of canopy, I think they're called the canopies. I had like 3 years with them, I think, maybe even more. So, and then I wore a hole in them skateboarding. So they were awesome. On top of it, for the foreman and two guys, COVID together. Ah, damn, dude, that sucks. Well, hopefully these do for some better luck. That's not. That's a bummer. Um, now let me show you guys these couple tools. It's just some new. Like I said, but most of it's steel products that I've either got today as a gift for my birthday or I ended up getting them maybe for Christmas. What is that? What is that? Why is it showing like that? Like it took part of the screen away. Yeah. See my OCD? It kicks in hard. Yeah. Let me show you guys this. I showed you this on the community page, but this is from Greg Brown. Greg made me this for my climbing saddle, so I can clip it on and always have it. I had a similar version of this, but this is way better thought out. Look at this god awful monstrosity I had. It is so heavy. This is so heavy, but a long time ago, I've had this thing probably 6-7 years. Welded that ring onto it. Actually, I didn't even weld it. I had this older man that I knew who was really good. He's the one that actually welded I think the Porter Rep too, but welded that on there and ended up keeping this. But what you got to think is you cannot take a spark plug off with this thing. And some of the casings you have trouble getting to the nut because this ring is so close there. You know, it hits it. So that doesn't work. This one, I believe, will do everything. It's the pin's barely in there if you needed to push by it, but you know the spark plug head will pass by that. I don't see it having any issues with that. So yeah, it's great. I love it. So yeah, Greg hooked it up compared to. Okay, now. I don't know if any of you have ever tried these, but really good gloves. They call them the mesh back gloves, I guess, but real nice for like throw them over the top of some jerseys, and they fit pretty good. The leather hands. So I just wore my other pair out, so I have those. Really like those. For those of you that get to where you're sharpening saws all the time out in the field, these things are amazing. These are the wood block vise. You can take your stump or log, these little spikes here. You just hammer it down into it. Then you got to swap to vise your saw to, so it's not tipping back and forth, falling while you're trying to sharpen it. It locks it in place. You give a few hits right there, boom, 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 and then unscrew that. It opens up. Put your bar in there, and then pinch it back down. Now your chainsaw can sit on a floppy, obstacle, and you're able to sharpen your saw with no problems. Dang, man, why does my phone keep doing that? Scott Tam, how are you, Scott? Thanks, Scott. Greg is the man. Do you have a T-wrench? Yeah. That's awesome. Yeah, these things are really cool. My dad has the old version of this from Steel, the original one, and I think it got lost. But I've been talking to him, trying to get it from him. That's why I ended up with this. This came from my dad and brother, so they ended up getting me this one, and it is different. It's a bit longer, which I kind of like, and I believe it's quite a bit lighter than the other one. But it is kind of heavy though, so that you sometimes you don't even have to hammer it down in there. You can just take it, slam it down onto the log real good, and it's enough to keep you in place. But then I got what to do first. This. Now, chainsaw tools we were talking about. This thing is awesome. I don't know if many of you. I've never personally owned one. I don't even know if I've ever seen one, but this is. Let's see what it says. Steel AG and Co. KG. I don't know. It doesn't really say what it is, but it's Steel's. Let's see. Did a buddy of mine, Aaron, call you? Yeah, Sean. Yeah, he did. Yeah, he actually messaged me, so. The best winter gloves I've ever used for true work or for Fender. Okay. Oh, probably. Fender make great products, man. Jack, what's up? Oh, right on, buddy. Thanks. I appreciate it. So, this thing, I don't know if anybody's ever had, but check this out. This is the multi-tool from Steel. See this? You take it and slide that out, and then you're able to turn it, and you can put it, in the middle there. You're able to use it like that, but it allows you to get that good angle, whatever you was to need. Plus, it's got all the other adjustments that are on it. Every tool right in one. But yeah, personally, I had never seen one before. I didn't know it existed. I probably would have one if I did. That's just kind of how I am. But yeah, really cool. I think it would hook to my belt. It's set up so that you can, but I don't need to keep it on my belt. I'll need it more on the ground and working. But really, really cool. That's also from my brother and his girlfriend. So thought that was awesome. Let me check comments. And those that are, hey, worried about the giveaway, I'm getting there. Just we're getting there. Let's see. I've got my fat finger in the middle here. I have one of those vices. They are nice. Yeah, they are, BR. They're real cool. Steel Swiss Army knife for a chainsaw. Yeah, it basically is, Andrew. It is. Oh, I got a really cool pocket knife, too. It is so nice. It's a Smith & Wesson. It's really nice. I always use the chipper deck to sharpen. Yep, it's nice to find that thing that's got that perfect height, and in the woods with that thing, you don't have to go to whichever's flat. You can just pick that thing that's got that right height. But there's also a way to make a vise out of a stump or a log where you cut it and you put it down in there. It actually wedges it into place, and it's a whole process. But that little vise makes things very fast. Yeah, it's pretty cool. I really do like that multi-tool. Yes. Here's Joseph pocket tool. Yeah, yeah, it's pretty cool. Pretty cool. Oh, DQ's here. Cool. What's up, man? Turbo's here. Awesome. Dang, we damn near got everybody. Ground pounder. You just what do they call it? Damn, I'm having a brain fart right now. It's a spoiler. You just spoiled everything. Yeah, it actually is a picaroon. Check this thing out. Never seen this one. Um, it's a 30-inch hookaroon, is what they call it. So, made by steel. Now, I have and own and have been using for, I don't know, I think it's been a year maybe now. But this, or close to it. But this is the, check it, see the tip on that? I was going to sharpen that because I thought it would work like the picaroon where it needs to be sharp. But actually you want that to be blunt, and I'm really glad I didn't sharpen it because it ends up working a lot better. It doesn't like catch on everything. But yeah, both these are really nice. This one is, heck, I don't remember, but I did a video on it. But yeah, the picaroon I'm stoked on because like there's been so many times that you're like dragging those chunks of wood out of the back and you don't feel like, and when I'm stacking wood or putting wood back up, I'm sure I'll find 100 different ways to use this. Like when you're snap cutting big fat chunks of wood, you could use it as a to crack it loose and push the chunks off. But it's just really, it's another steel tool. So they know me so good. I was so stoked about it. But yeah, I think it was a, I thought that was cool. So, anybody else have that, own that, use that? Let's see. No, you're good, Turbo. You're not late. Next by. Oh, you use one ground pounder? That is cool. Yeah, I imagine I'll probably use it all the time. Anytime I can get, the opportunity. But yeah, I really like it. Yeah, if you're rolling those big, huge chunks to get that little bit of momentum, to have something to hold on to get started, man, that would be nice. So, I haven't used the picaroon in a while. The PV is great. Got the same one. Yes, I thought most picaroons were a bit shorter. That's, that thing's 30 inches. It's actually quite long, like way longer than I would have expected. But yeah, I kind of like that though. The handle is really big. So you have, I guess, to where you could, a normal one would be cut that off. I feel like about that long, maybe 24. That extra 6 makes a difference. That's what she said. All right. Let's see. We got a couple. Hang on. Yeah, I'm stoked on using it though, Scott. We got a couple more years. Trump's I'll say, hey, right on. Somebody needs to. What's that I see there? Voice in the trees. I dig your handle name. That's really cool. That hookaroon would last longer than my wood handle one I have. Yeah, that the same thing. I about bought a wood handled log roller too. They make one. I think timber something. Make it. It's a little on the cheap side, but they make another one that's got like a weak kind of a metal handle. I've heard of it bending more than, but the wood one, it had a huge handle on it. It's so big around. It just seemed a bit awkward, and it actually didn't open nowhere near what the steel one does. So that's the reason I ended up going with it. But yeah, that steel, that big bulky handle, that's where it's at, because I'm sure we would have twisted that thing in half or broke it if it was wood by now. I haven't a pickaroon, but I've used the canned hook a lot. Yeah, the canned hook works so nice, especially if you're actually moving full size logs, and like that pickaroon and that between the pickaroon and that, like when we're winching logs in and stuff, trying to keep logs, that's gonna be nice. Now we have just everything, so I'm really stoked on it. They work great. Yeah, yeah. I think it'll work just fine. And the last thing that I got um to show you now, I think it's it that I got to show you. But yeah, is this. This is the what is it? Got to be the PP 800. It's the telescopic pole. I don't know how far this thing goes. So it says approximately it's like 20 foot, 18.5. But I imagine with the blade, um, I'd say 20 foot. But it's telescopic twice. Once there, once there. Just a simple pop-in pin, and the head comes off, which I'm really stoked on that. Um, I'm not the biggest fan of this weird, like, cover, but I believe it's probably for a reason. So, take and squeeze together and pull down, because if not, these little tabs here stop it, and you end up breaking this thing. My brother told me. I guess he broke his. But and then the other thing is this little thing here. You got to kind of push it out of the way because it stops the salt from coming out too. That's its purpose. So here's what it is. Right here, we'll show you the side. This is steel. Um, check out this thing is gnarly here. That thing is razor sharp. That's not as sharp as it should be, though. I like this part, this little hook, to be razor sharp too. I'm surprised it's. I mean, it's kind of sharp. Not like I expected though. But the actual blade itself, really, really good. Really stoked on that. Um, what's nice is they don't sharpen the bottom part, which is really cool because you use it to like rip stuff out of the tree and stuff. Um, stoked on that part. So glad that it's not sharp, and I like how flat and kind of blunt it is, to where you can just get a bit of a rip down or something to drag something out, and then you won't have to fight it to get it back out because it's not all messed up there. It's not sharp, so I dig that. Don't know really what the little hole there's for, but I'm sure it probably has a reason. Um, I really like how you can take this thing, and what I was thinking is the ability to be able to use it up in the tree is really cool, because even though it's ridiculously sharp and everything and kind of gnarly, you can close this thing down, and then I see a hole here, and then I also see one up here to clip a carabiner and be able to hold it off your saddle while you're up there. And it breaks down pretty small there to where it just fits in the back of a pickup truck. So I'm really, really excited about using it. And yeah, I can't wait, really. I'm going to stand up for a little bit. My knees are killing me. Like I said, I'm old, and we'll just change the background too for a little bit. Yeah, so what else was we doing? Let me catch up on comments real quick. Nah, I'm not the man, BR. I know him, but I'm not him. Yeah, you ought to like weld your one voice. That way you can get the strength you need. Slap a like I bought that simple flux welder, and I weld a lot of stuff with that little flux welder. So I would suggest somebody getting that thing, especially if it's not like insane. You can always weld something up and then, grind it back down, but that thing has been a lifesaver for me. Yeah, oh yeah, I got that too. I did. I think I bought myself this though. Yeah, I was trying. I stopped in because Dave's boy was his oldest son is like into splitting firewood and stuff like that. So I was like, well, I'll buy him his own axe. Not so much an axe, but a big hatchet, a real good size hatchet to split wood and stuff. So yeah, I went and did that, and in the process, I stumbled across these and had to have one. So I bought my dad one, and I kept the other one, or maybe my brother. I can't remember. It's true. Absolutely, we are. There you go. There's a sword. Yeah, that is a sword. You got a tree job to do. Cool, Sean. Be careful. Um, I imagine if it's a big ash tree, it's probably dead. Yeah, yeah. You're almost afraid to shave. You've earned every hair, huh, voice? I feel one of those fools. I have one of them in the winter. Pretty oak trees and stuff. Yeah, it's really nice. I got that. I bought the. Well, actually, my wife got me the Fisker one year, and it's like I think it's 18 foot or 16 foot or something like that. And it was supposed to be a lifetime warranty, but I don't know what happened. Part of the blade broke when because it was so cold out, and I was trying to like cut some dead pin oak or something like that, and I think part of the blade broke, so it just doesn't cut right. It like slivers stuff, so we never use it because of that. But the pole saw on it is so old and has been bent so many times from people using it not right that it's so hard to use. You can't barely use it. So it's odds covered. I don't go classic clip. Yeah, yeah. I don't know, Scott. I'm you know iffy about it too, but if it is something that you're hanging out the back of your truck, like a pole saw would. If you think about that, how many blade covers have you lost because you leave your pole saw hanging out the bed of the pickup truck? Before you know it, it's there, and then you look back and it's gone. So, if it's something that's sticking out the back of your truck or that you mount on the side of a truck, I imagine that would be nice to have, and you won't lose it. So, you definitely don't want somebody walking around your vehicle in a parking lot with that thing sticking out and they slice their throat or something. That would be my luck. Who do we have? How's everybody doing? Oh, Steve's here. What's up, Steve? Aaron Schultz. What's up, Aaron? Oh, thanks, buddy. I appreciate it. That's a sucker buster. It works on me. Yeah, those things are cool. Just to be able to just go pop, 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 and just kind of stab at it as it's going up will be so awesome. Okay. Yeah, I've I hate when you're using your pole pruner and then you extend it all the way out and you're all the way to the very end and you go clip it onto a branch, you go to pull and it goes and it comes apart and then your pole is 20 feet in there, and you can't get to it. That's always fun. Snow removal tomorrow, no trees, too windy and cold. Right on, Steve. Hey, work is work, buddy. Work is work. Oh, you know what? I hooked you guys up, and then I was supposed to. Damn, I was supposed to put on a charger, and I didn't. My phone's about dead now. That is not cool. Let's see, where can I do this? Sorry, mash my ugly mug up in the camera real good. I think it should be charging. Hopefully. Um, Pays the bills, absolutely. So I'm gonna do a video about the Zigzag and what I consider to be the best rope for it. That's coming up. Actually got that for Christmas too. Um, so kind of watch out for that video. Um, we've put the old. Oh my god. We've put this thing to some use, and she's still running pretty good. So, for those that are curious about the GTA 26 is what it's called. Where's... Oh, I was trying to pull the wrong one off. This thing is cool. But this thing is also apparently dead. Dang it. Let me plug it up. Alright. Talk to you guys about the I guess my charger isn't hooked up. About the giveaway. Yeah, that's the last thing. And then I gotta run my daughter home. Is that the wrong charger? I think it may be the wrong charger. Here's the real... I don't know what I'm thinking over here. So I thought this was the charger here, which I figured it should be, but I don't think it is. I think it's actually this one down here. Let's see. Yep. Alright, now we got it. Okay. My bad. That's for the, I guess the other charger is for that little, like, this thing. Which is really cool, too. We really beat the hell out of this thing. I think I got a couple, almost, it's over a year. And I was going to do a video on it, so I have some footage, some crazy weird footage being all up close and in it, but what is that broke piece? Oh. Camera's all jacked up. Alright. Let's see. Straighten you guys up. So, the giveaway. I did that video. A lot of stuff that you guys always see is really, really old. So it's just, I have so much old footage. So a lot, 90%, 99%, it seems like, of the stuff is just, it's really old. And I just kind of go through, if it doesn't inspire me at the time to come up with something, I kind of go back at it and put it away and then come back at it until something clicks. So sometimes it's not as easy to be able to like answer a quick question about the video or about the job or anything like that. So on that one, for some reason I recorded that and had the intentions of doing some sort of a giveaway. Don't know what I had planned to give away. Apparently I did it some other way. But that was my intentions. Yeah, so I put that video out. I got that book from Jared. Sprague, I think is hopefully how you pronounce it. Sorry, Jared, if I am butchering it. It's Knee Nigget. So, he sent me that book. Really cool. It is an amazing book. Such a great reference source. And if I'm being honest, I would probably, for the rest of my life, it would always continue to be a great reference source. You can always go back to it. But at the same time, I feel like that's such an amazing tool that can just advance somebody and just help somebody so much that there comes a point that you feel like you don't need it and you pass it on. The great thing about this one is it's like brand new, and I already owned this at one point and gave mine away. And so Jared offered this one to me, and I was like, oh, that'd be cool. So immediately since I got it, I went through it, checked it out, went back over everything again, So it's such a cool book, and just things that I had almost forgot about, it popped back up, and then you wonder sometimes where you, well, I wonder where I learned that from. I wonder where I learned that from. And I'm seeing it, like every job start to flash back in my head to where it was like, this problem that I ran into, I did this. This problem I ran into, I did this. And it was great to go back over it, but that, I think that could help someone who's maybe new in the industry, someone who doesn't have a good mentor, and it could be just a lifesaver, just in general. And at the same time, it's a great reference source to a guy. I don't care if you've done this your entire life. No one's going to know as much as Jerry knows. Jerry Jerry knows stuff that doesn't even need to be known. He learned it and let it be known. You don't need to know this stuff because I figured out already because I know it. You don't need to. But here's what's important. And I feel like he just touched bases on every single little aspect that you'll ever get into. So I could go on for hours and hours and hours about that book. That book is amazing. Um, actually, did a Oh no, William, don't worry about it. No big deal. Um, we just like looked at some tools that I got and some stuff like that, so it's nothing major. Well, what's one of those cordless saws? Um, ground pounder, they're cool. They're cool. I like it. What did you say? I know, Andrew. So many people have asked about what's the best rope for a zigzag. This rope I used. Oh, that's what I was gonna do. I was gonna bring all my climb gear in here, and I didn't. My bag. I used this rope SRT with a zigzag, and I used this rope DRT with a zigzag, and I used it for as long as I've had the zigzag. That's what I want to, and it has been the best. I haven't ran into any slipping with it. It's been perfect. So I figured I'd share it. It's a bummer because like at the same time the company isn't everybody's favorite, but I kind of like it. But I don't know. It's just I don't even want to talk about it. You said my name right. Yeah, yeah, Nee, I'm right, right? I used the Hawkeye Arm Master with a zigzag. Yeah. Um. Well, I mean, I'll tell you guys. You guys will be the only ones to know. It's only 16 people. My favorite rope is the Cherry Bomb from All Gear. It is by far the best rope I've ever ran into. I just bought another one. It's a bit different of a Sonai. I really loved them for their Sonai product. It had the little gap thing in the inside, the little plastic gapper to keep the eye open at all time. And then it also had a plastic coating that went over the sewn part of it, so to keep water and stuff away from it. So, in my opinion, the most amazing rope. So, yeah, Cherry Bomb from All Gear. It's a 24 strand rope, but it's been my favorite. Like in my opinion, it is perfectly and like it's like almost meant for the zigzag. So, but it works good with everything. I haven't ran into anything it doesn't really work good with. So, but I don't own a few of the major devices like the Bulldog Bone or the Rope Runner or the Uni or the Akimbo. So definitely not the end all be all when it comes to opinion. This goes great to keep on your. Yeah, absolutely. I completely agree. I'll never get rid of my hitch cords because I still every once in a while will go just use hitch cords. Because there are days where I just don't trust a piece of machine, stuff like that. A device. You just have that weird day, but I Kimbo as well. Oh, right on. Steve, yeah, it's an amazing rope. It's perfectly stiff enough, but it's still knottable. You know, you can slap a knot in that rope. But I bet I've drove the people crazy that are only here for the book giveaway. Okay, I keep getting off subject. I am gonna do a video that announces the winner in that video. So now that I've talked to you guys, I will go specifically work on that video and announcing that winner. The winner will be announced in the video, and I'll go back to get the winner. I will get your comments from the first video, the one that we did, and we will see who was closest or who got it right. I don't really know what I thought maybe it would bring some traffic in by doing this, but yeah. No. Sorry, I'm getting behind on comments. It the ability to tin your slack, and it's just it is pretty. The zigzag's pretty nice. It's all in one. There's no tying a bunch of stuff. It's pretty nice, man. But it is aggravating that it has to be. It's not midline attachable and stuff. So there's aggravations with every device, and there's good and bad. So what is a what is hitch cord going to do for you if your mechanical device fails? I'm just curious. Um. Oh, are you saying like why am I keeping my hitch cord? You know, if the mechanical device fails, I'm gonna die. This is a bit morbid. But if you're not meaning it that way, like I've seen some people run a hitch cord above their mechanical device, and they actually pull the hitch cord to collapse the device, like the zigzag, and move it that way. I've seen. I think I even seen maybe Billy Ray at one point was using hitch cord in front of his buckstrap, like on his saddle. Maybe I think it was maybe him. Maybe I'm getting that wrong, so don't quote me on that. But hitch cord before the device, you can use it, and it's like a backup. So I don't know. I don't know. It's a hard one to answer. VR. Are you using? Am I using the rope in the cold? Yeah, yeah. I all year round. That's exactly hitches. Yep. Yeah. I feel I totally get where you're coming from, Scott. I think hitch cord is just it's tried and true. You know, and with that comes familiarity and a feeling of safeness and security. So absolutely get that. You're 100% on the same page with me. I mean, jam, not breaking. Okay. Have you tried the flow rope? Have you tried the flow rope? Oh, hey, Jeff, is the flow rope the one that's actually made by Petzl? I understand why. Yeah, because BR, like, I've gotten up, actually, I was using my Greekery at one point as a backup for a secondary device, but, like, I don't know, it was after my fail or my fall, and, like, I felt something weird, and it was in my head, and I was looking at it, and I'm like, it don't look right. It looks like the gap's bigger, because it's an engageable. Let's see how to explain that. It is an engageable cam. A cam engages is what you go off of, and you disengage the cam to release friction. The cam creates the friction that pinches the rope and runs it through. So when it engages itself, the device kind of opens up a little bit, and the gap there is just, it was so in my head. I couldn't get it out of my head, and I couldn't stop thinking, that's not right. It's going to fall. You just fell. You're lucky to be alive, walking right now. What are you doing? Get off this thing. And like, I kept trying to tune it out because I'm like, I'm just being a spaz. Because I am a spaz a lot. Um, but yeah, I had some hitch cord. I just say, yeah, I'll switch over. I just take that off. It's not worth it. So sometimes it'll help mentally, even if it's not an absolute must physically. With Zigzag Turbo. Yeah, yeah. I've used it in the snow, where it's ridiculously cold out here. So the only reason I bought a new one is because my other one got cut up into pieces. So maybe I could show you guys the difference between the two eyes now too, because they have changed that. And I'm not the biggest fan because, like, when I would put a carabiner in the first one, it would fit snug and hold it in place. But like these new ones, it's like a bit floppy, and it's just a normal eye, no covering. So, but of course, it costs $70 more than it did last time. But I feel like you get the product's not even better. So, but whatever. Um, and All Gear doesn't give me any. They've never even given me a discount. They've never. I don't even know if they've ever liked a post I've ever put. Um, that All Gear with Christine lady, she's pretty cool. She's like some stuff, but I promote them because it's something I've abused, like tried to mess up, and have had really good luck with. So it could have been any rope. It could have been any rope that was at the local arbor store, and when I stop in and I use it, and there's only two to choose from, three to choose from. It could have been any brand, so it just so happened to be All Gear. I'm a big fan personally. I really like their products. Um, they do have some silly products, but they also do a lot with utility tree climbing. So, a lot of line work and stuff like that. So some of their stuff is different, but yeah, I'm a fan. But I absolutely don't get anything for saying that or supporting. So the Greeker is a great. Yes, it is. Yeah, it's such a nice little device for that. The Petzl ID is a larger version that is rated to hold all of your weight. Huh. Voice and tree. So the Gree 2 is what I have, and I don't even know if they sell that one anymore because I've never seen, like, I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong, but I bought that as an SRT device to get up into a tree. I didn't know nothing about a rope wrench or anything, and it was Petzl's device to get up into a tree. An SRT system. It was a sit stand system with a foot loop, hand extender, micro pulley. So I just ended up using it as a climbing device, but I don't weigh a whole bunch. I mean, I'm like 165, 170. So, and plus I feel like I'm just long and lanky. So it's like all stretched out. New climbers should always learn all the old school techniques. Yep. Yeah, I mean, that Blake's hitch, just to anchor a rope off sometimes, could be a lifesaver. There's just, it's okay if you feel like you need to learn those kind of things first, but do respect your craft and know the history. That's the same with this book. This book is going to show you things that like some of the things that you may even think are newer things. Now, Jerry was telling people to do them a long time ago. Um, some things are, a little more outdated as far as, what you do. But knowing all them little things, I swear to you, will help. I try to learn something every day when I go to work, and I usually do. and I'm smart enough to know that I don't know everything. So that's important, I think. So, guys, I've babbled for long enough. I am coming out with the video that is going to show um, the winner. It's coming out next. I will get to work on it. Was the Zigzag recalled a couple of months back? Ooh, ground pounder. I don't know. I think it's 11.7 or 12 maybe. It's like right at that half inch mark, and it's I don't know. Also, the rocket line is another good one, but I don't know if that rope's really available. I know that they have cherry bomb and they just did a cherry bomb too, and I believe the only difference is going to be your colors really. Um, it may be like a 36 strand or something like that. The 24 is what I end up liking, and it's worked for everything I've done. But yeah, if you were curious about the winner for the book, I wanted to keep it up for a little bit. Thought maybe it'd bring some traffic into the channel, a little more normal. It really didn't. I mean, I've got a bunch of comments from people that aren't subscribed or nothing, but it is what it is. I feel cool that, Jared let me do this because this is really this is kind of from Jared. That's who it came from, and then I'm just the go between. So whoever gets this should definitely tell Nigget, thank you, and that you appreciate it because he's a great guy, and he's really helped me and my channel out a lot, and I really appreciate it. So that book would benefit the person to actually read and use the information, not just to collect dust in the. Yeah, that's my opinion. I think you should take that book and pass it on. If you own that book, and it's a life changer. Some guy may work for a guy who just wants him. So many people want you to learn enough to get it done and nothing more. But knowing nothing more gets you hurt in the long run because you haven't, you know, thought outside of the box. Because when things go wrong, that's when you're outside of the box. It's a little different than normal. That's when things go wrong. So developing that knowledge and keep learning and stuff like that will help anybody. So personally, my opinion, if you own that book, there's gonna come a point where you realize if you ain't went to that book in a year and looked at it and went through it and needed it, there is somebody out there that desperately needs that thing, and it may save them. So really stoked that Jared's let me do this. Of course, I could have kept it and threw it on the shelf and been like, hey, I own it, again. Because there was a point when I gave mine away that I was like, I don't own that no more. I feel like as a tree guy, I should own that. But no, 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 no. This is cool. Really cool what he did. So we're going to try to get it out there. Okay, YouTube may be different than the tip. I don't know if it's really any different though, voice. It may be the same. So just for slipping. Yeah, I haven't had any slip with the cherry bomb turbo, and I've ran both. There were times where you'll see that like, whoa, Mike climbs DRT. I do for information purposes. Just data for me. Um, Run the device the way it's intended. See if you're getting any benefit. If it's still that nice having the SRT. Why am I? Sometimes it's good to go back and even though you have an easier way of doing it now, it's okay to go back and do it the harder way to remember what and appreciate why you're able to do it the easier way now. If that makes any sense. That's the mind of a hillbilly and the way I work. So you may be different. Can you tell us the husky saw you were? Oh my god, I would never use a husky saw. You lie? Knock it off, JC. I never used a husky. I would never be. Yeah, I used a husky. I'm lying. Um, Shoot, what is that? I think it's a 450, 455 Rancher. Yeah, I think it's 455 Rancher. is what it is. X torque. So yeah, it's a really. I got it for like I think it was like $30, and the guy couldn't get it to run. The carb was clogged. It just had some bad gas in it. So, told him that. I actually got it running in front of him, and he still wanted to sell it for some reason. But I couldn't not take it. It was like brand new. So don't tell nobody, and let's not talk about it no more though. God dang it! I switched my whole YouTube channel and everything. Sawborn, because I just use anything now. Yeah, dude, Turbo. Like I said, the Rocket Line also is another good one, and I've heard the Mardi Gras is pretty good from All Gear. So all three of them really good ropes. But I personally can only recommend the Cherry Bomb. That's by far my favorite. That's the reason I have a brand new one sitting in my truck right now. Yeah, Andrew, Jared is cooler than the other side of the pillow. Not the side you lay your face on, but the side that's real cold underneath. That's Jared. He's the man. I still got. I still check out the stuff. Like I still have new stuff from Jared. He's so awesome. I haven't even got a chance to use it yet. No, I don't want to use it just to use it. I'll keep it and have it new. I still have like brand new throw balls and a full container of throw ball string from Notch. Check out these stickers. These are so awesome. There's that one. This one's really cool. Check out that. Will it go clear? No, it won't go clear. Dang it. He's got like a handsaw in his hand. That's his chipper down there. It's pretty cool. But then this one too. Love that. That sticker's one of my favorite. I actually own this T-shirt, and I actually have like a similar tattoo that's up my ribs that like is similar to that, but it's got a little more meaning and stuff to it other than that. Yeah, guys. Now you know where I'm at, where I'm coming from, what I plan on doing. Um, I've bored you long enough. I know I have. No, that was what the recall. Oh, so they did recall some of them, huh? Yeah, I mean it's hard to trust the ones with the swivel. That swivel's a hard thing to trust, especially when you're a heavier. When you're over that 200 mark, um, I mean, if I was over 200, I would be stressing on so many different devices. But um, I know that when I after my gear and everything's on, I'll be over 200. But that's where I feel like 200 pounds and over 200, because if you weigh 200 and you put all your gear on, you're like 250. Um, I'm like right at that 200 mark. I always feel safe there on most of the devices that I use and not systems that I use. But I mean, there were ropes that I used to use the VT to climb on, dual with the hitch climber. And there were certain ropes that I had that instead of climbing with the VT, and when I switched to SRT, I used the XT because the VT is like 3 wraps on top, and then they crisscross frontward, backwards, frontwards, backwards. The ropes you intertwine them over. Um, but at one point, after you do your 3 wraps here, and you go to the backside, you do a twist where you wrap the rope, and it actually creates like this X, and that's where it gets the name XT. But that added an additional friction point because all knot combinations with hitch cords are a combination of wraps, um, twists, and crossing, overlapping. So some serial numbers, not sure, just look up. Yeah, I know. Call me out on my birthday, Mike. It's not even right, is it? Um, I can get you the serial number, but it'll be at a different time. Like I can't do it right now, but I can definitely get you the serial number if you want that off that cherry bomb rope. So just remind me in the comments of something, and then I'll run out there and try to take care of you. If that's what you meant by the serial number, you may not even been talking to me. Uh, I think Mike uses one of those too, voice. I think he does. It's a little screamer. Tree stuff. Yeah, yeah, there is. That one. That's it though. Um, yeah, I'm 38 today. Turbo. And I don't know. It's not the, it's not bad, but I guess it's cool that I made it another year. I mean, I fell and like crippled myself last year. So maybe it'll be a better year. We're still walking. I'm alive. So I'm kind of stoked. I can't complain at all. Sawdust on my hair. You guys not ever. Absolutely, Scott. Absolutely. I'm 237. Makes me feel safe. Yeah, ground pounder. I mean, man, I don't care what is cool. I don't care what the next guy does. I really don't give a damn. I got a kid brother who has never touched a device. Climbs on a taut line. Same way I was taught. It's just what he does. That's how he gets stuff done. He's damn good at it. He doesn't feel like he needs to be anything else. There was an age that I hit that I felt like, wow, this is kind of tough now. Is there an easier way to do it? Hence where I'm at now. And I never knew that like there would be this community out there for tree work. It blew my mind when I first found it, so I was kind of hooked after a while. Yeah, Turbo, I'm the same way, but that swivel does kind of trip me out because it's like a ball inside there that's being held. But and then you see the ones, but we get perfect positioning of the device. You're able to twist it when your lines twisted up. We're able to just line it up. But those ones that just got the hole up in the device looks like it would be a bit safer technically. How old are you? You're still young, Fred. I am 38 years old today. You turned 40. Well, happy birthday, brother. Awesome. Damn, that's awesome. I like hearing that. I mean, it gives me, like, stokes me up. And, like, I dig it. And you're, like, still digging it and all about it. I wonder if I'm going to burn out, you know? You always wonder about that. Oh, JC, that's even cooler. I didn't start till I was over 50. Yes, Thomas wins. Yes. Love it. What up, Greg? How you doing, buddy? Oh, right on, Jared. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's a tough one to get used to if you go straight to that. You're moving to any device that first time is very tricky, very scary, and like makes you weak bellied. And it takes a while to get used to it. So, that's going to be with anything. I don't care what device it is. So, Ellie Harrison, happy. Thank you. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. 42 started to climb. Necessarily passionate 48. Oh, that's awesome. I'm 57 and still climbing trees. Oh, whoa, yes, Fred. The swivel is not going anywhere. Oh, that's what I like to hear. Journey. That's it. That's what I want to hear. That makes me feel good. That makes me feel good. So let me there's something I was gonna do. I do not. Oh, great. Ah, I got my 660, Greg. You guys should see these dang. Oh, okay, Greg. Looks like a muffler. It's the two-piecer, isn't it? Yeah. I think I'm. Yeah, I'm missing one of the screws. So it's the two-piecer. I'm missing that screw, but there's one there, there, and there. And it's that like weird cockeyed trapezoid looking shape. But for those of you that don't follow Greg, you should. I think it's like Greg Brown 50 cal or something like that. Greg has just been making some mufflers with like baffles and like flappers, and they're so awesome. But yeah, he's been tinkering around with that. He made the tethers that we got, and all these pieces so it's adjustable to any kind of device. He made my bollard. He also, I don't know, he made everything. He made everything. He makes everything and he made everything. And he's the man. So, Greg, hopefully that was a good enough view of that. If you need anything better, let me know and I'll shoot you some pictures. 52 here. Awesome. So trees older has more of those injuries take a toll, but guys, just come to work somewhere. I'll be doing this for free. That's just what it is. I do it for free and have done it for free for a long time. So I just enjoy manual labor, and my personal opinion, and I don't ever want to offend anybody, and this is kind of a touchy subject, but if you don't stop, you won't stop. So like the day you stop is the day when your body starts to fault and starts to give away. You're giving it time to just rot away. So a little bit of activity, a little bit of something, no matter what it is, a little bit of something can keep you young, feeling for younger feeling, and keep you going. So don't stop. And that's my thing. Even when I'm injured, when I'm hurt, and even when you kind of get depressed, and sometimes it's just so many things want you, and you want to give up, and you want to take the easy way, which is to stop, and it's just you can't. So yeah, that's why I have a very, very, very addictive personality. Anything I do excessively and to a fault with many things. So I have to have many activities, and I have to have many hobbies, and I have to keep myself occupied because downtime and time for my brain to wander is never good. So that's just me. Now I'm talking about myself and having a psychology class. I'm done. I'm done. We're done. I'm gonna catch up on comments and I'm running out. I'm sorry that I keep lying about ending this, but I'm really going to this time. Right on. Everybody said hi to Greg. That's cute. Started on ropes in the army. Started climbing trees 2 years ago. I'll be 54 at the end of this month. Joseph, keep it up. I dig it, man. The object in motion stays at 100%. That is a much better way to put that. MS 660, right? I believe so, Greg. Yep. This word's right there. 100% turbo. You know, I think a lot of people are never going to understand um, how bad my injury was and how bad my accident was. But I'm a stubborn ass. Like I deal with pain very easy, very well actually. And like I was saying, I was totally fine when I wasn't fine. I was recovering insanely fast. Like the refusal to lay there and moan and groan and be in pain. I was lucky that I had you guys and was able to do what I did with YouTube. So that probably helped me a lot. But yeah, I just no matter what it is, I just go 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 go. I'm a blinder type of guy. You guys have my attention right now. It's my birthday. I should probably be inside with my wife and daughter, and I have to leave. But I'm just gonna sit here with you guys instead because I got my blinders on right now, and you guys have my attention. And whatever has my attention keeps my attention until I'm done with it. That's with anything I do, no matter what it is. I'm a bit obsessive. And somehow skateboarding wiggled its way back into my life, and so that's why you see so much of it here lately. But I'll try to keep the tree content going more, and for those that just want the tree stuff, hopefully you can skip over the skateboarding stuff, and that I kind of keep your attention and keep you entertained. But guys, thank you. I appreciate everybody who has wished me happy birthday. I just appreciate you guys coming to hang out anyway. And Turbo, I feel like climbing helped me heal up a lot, man, a whole lot. So, um, yeah, yeah, I agree, boys. Turbo, Mike, Fred, Jared. I mean, everybody that's here. Thank you for spending some time with me, like usual. Um, I appreciate you guys more than you'll ever realize. So, thanks. I'm not gonna go on and on. I do that enough. I'm out of here. See you guys. Stay safe.